YouTube. Let's go live. Let's go live. Do 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 do. Let's go live. Let's go live. Do 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 do. I apologize, y'all. Y'all know I am usually very consistent with my time frames, but I had things to take care of today and they ran late. And for those of you that saw me in the streets, you know exactly where I was. Don't tell anybody. I met quite a few of you in the streets of New York today, which was cool, okay? Rhonda, don't go anywhere. I know I said 7 o'clock, but I said, let me come live whenever I'm ready. I wasn't sure if I was going to make it home on time, okay? And I didn't. I made it home like 15 minutes late. But look, it is what it is, okay? I'm here. I'm queer. It's Pride Month. All right, let's start our Tuesday takeover, guys. Don't forget to let me know where you're watching from. Don't forget to, I didn't even check to make sure that you guys can even hear me. I just assumed you could. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe. We're live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, and we're live here behind the scenes here on TikTok. Keep tapping your screens. Let's get to 1,000 likes. Welcome to our Tuesday takeover. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know what your good news is of the day. All right, let's get into this. All right, bye, y'all. Oh, damn. Yeah, oh, shoot. You know what? No intro. What is going on today? Oh, you know what? I know how to do it. Look. This is why I am. Oh, I know why. Why is my thing not connected? What is going on with the computers? Well, that's fine. You know what? That's fine. Hey, L. Singleton says, Kemp, you made my day. I love that. Nothing's working all of a sudden. See when I don't have prep time before a live? It's okay. What's your good news of the day? We have quite a few different things to talk about in regards to good news. So let me just see what I had listed. Okay. I want to say congratulations to Audra. You guys remember Audra, the attorney from Married to Medicine? And we kept on saying Audra needs to come back to Married to Medicine. Sidebar. I've seen quite a few photos and some video of Married to Medicine filming their, 12th season? Right? This is their 12th? No, this is their 11th season. Sorry. They just celebrated their 10th season. Okay? Look, Patricia said, no intro. I'm sorry. Look, I'm sorry. Look, I don't know why things aren't connecting, but it's all right. We'll make do. Yes, Carolyn says, good news of the day. I voted in the primary election. Did you vote today? All right. Thank you so much. Nicki says, we love you. I appreciate the love. And I appreciate the love that I received today wherever I was in New York City. Mind your business. All right. But no. So Audra, where's my picture of Audra? I have it here. Here it is. Audra, congratulations. First of all, Audra, I wish I could play the video that she posted on her Instagram. Audra, the attorney. Go watch it there. She played the cute. You remember, was it the Family Matters theme song? Was it the Family? I can't remember. It was one of the old school. I can't remember. This was from yesterday when I watched this. But she did it in such a cute way, announcing her pregnancy. And I'm so mad because, we're missing out on a major life thing for her. And it's not being documented. She was apparently at the Met Gala. So, oh, man. I'm so mad about it. I really liked Audra. And I know some of you, not necessarily us, but other people that watched Married to Medicine didn't like her because she came for Toya. I liked it. I liked her. And I still like her. She spilled some tea. Didn't she do an interview? Where did she do the interview? I forgot where she did the interview. And she was spilling some tea about, Married to Medicine. The Met Gala was really interesting. I have to say, I like the fact that they're doing this Met Gala now. First of all, again, congratulations to Audra. For those that missed it, she's expecting her second child with her husband, the dentist. She's really Married to Medicine, but we got Phaedra. Okay, we got Phaedra. Oh, yes. That's what we got for Married to Medicine. Why am I yelling? But no, wait. Also, congratulations to Quad. Quad got a man, y'all, that she's going to share They attended the Met Gala together, and the man is fine. However, besides Dr. Gregory, she, she usually dates really good-looking men, based on what we've seen, okay? Damn, I'm sorry, Dr. Gregory. I'm sorry, sweetie. But this new man is definitely an upgrade, okay? I don't know anything about him, and I'm sure all of you have done your due diligence and you dug up things about this man. However, they make a beautiful couple. And shout out to Quad, because Quad listened to us. And when I say us, all of us, the community. She made right with those women. And it looks like she's having a good season this season. She's getting along with everyone. She's playing the part. She knows what she needs to do to stay on the show. And she's bringing her man. They look good together, and he looks good too. Do we know anything about him? Do we know anything about this man? I wonder if we see him throughout the season. And do we get to see your cute little nephew, Quad? Because I did like that about Quad the previous season. It's not enough for her own show, but I want to see more of this. And I want to learn more about him. And I'm not one of those people. I don't think our community is one of those people, oh, we want to know more about him to drag him. No, I want to know he's successful, he's moneyed. I want to know that he loves her down. This is her soulmate. I want to see Quad in love. And no, I'm not giving you a hint for a spinoff. yes. I was looking at this. He's fine. It's a step higher than fine. Yeah, he's definitely fine. And I think they're beautiful together. Come on, let's give Quad her praise. She looks great too. Hair, makeup, body, dress. And they look great together. Good looking couple. You know who else is good looking? Dr. Contessa. Come on. Have you guys seen Dr. Contessa? I don't know if Dr. Contessa makes any appearance this season. And I know a lot of people thought because they were filming that they're back. However, she really is friends with these doctors. She was at the Met Gala. Dr. Contessa looks amazing. But, she's kept up to her body since... I mean, she's always had a great body. But remember, she did the fitness competition, which we felt like it was a crazy storyline. But she's maintained the work. Look at her body. That dress is gorgeous. I know her stylist, Chanel. Chanel has dressed Kenya Moore. She's dressed Lisa Milan from Dubai. She's dressed Dr. Wendy Osefo. She does all the styling for them. So they just started working together. And she's doing the damn thing. I'm trying to have Chanel dress me, but I'm like, I don't wear dresses. Dr. Contessa looks, first of all, the color is amazing. For those that are listening to this and you want to see it, she's wearing this like dark green, but it's not just necessarily green. I wouldn't even say it's a hunter green with these gold shoes, her hair, her makeup. She looks amazing. But Dr. Contessa, I haven't forgotten what you did to us those last couple of seasons. But you look amazing. That's all. Look, that's all I have. That's all I have. Congratulations again, Audra, on your pregnancy. I'm mad that we won't be able to see you and your beautiful family on the show. That presentation that she did on social media with the throwback, I think it was Family Matters. I can't remember the song. That throwback you did with everyone coming in, having their part, adorable. Adorable. Yes, Mama Ali, I think it's probably more like an olive green. Yeah, it's probably more like an olive green. That's what it was giving. And I'm not with the colors. All right. I do want to say welcome back to the Real Housewives of Orange County. Welcome back. The budget over at Orange County must be a lot bigger than Jersey. And part of it, because I know some people always wonder, why do they not update, certain cities when it comes to Real Housewives branding? Well, we have to keep in mind in Jersey, they have some people that have been there a long time, so they're making a lot of money. Yes, and with a metallic gold finish, Dr. Contessa's dress. Yes, a little different. Over in Jersey, they have people that have been there a long time, but also they apparently pay the husbands. So the budget over in Jersey is tight, Okay, the budget over in Jersey is tight. But apparently the budget in the OC is not so tight because the OC is coming back. Excuse me. How did I lose the cover? Hold on, y'all. I had the cover right here and now I can't find it. It was right here. Oh, Lord. How did I lose it? It literally was just right in front of my face. It is what it is. You saw the cover. You saw the cover. But you know what? No, let me find this cover because it was just here. Oh, here it is. So I love, first of all, they're giving us this silver moment. Who had the silver moment? Was it? I think it was, oh my goodness. What city had the silver moment? It wasn't, oh, I think it was Beverly Hills. They had a silver moment. You can see Tamra has the same dress that Katie had on during the Vanderpump Rules reunion. Okay, I mean, they all look great. I'm not happy about Gina being back, but it's okay. There's a lot of drama that happens. I'm sure you by now you've seen the trailer for the new season. Of course, they're going to be talking about Shannon's DUI. Shannon, of course, is front and center because she's got the DUI situation, but she also has her ex dating one of the former housewives. And the former housewife is coming back this season. Okay? So, and of course, we have some more drama for Jennifer. Oh, girl. That man got into some trouble. So much trouble that they had to pick cameras back up to document it. So we shall see. I saw Tamara recently followed me on Instagram. I don't know why, but leave me alone. I'm still going to talk about you. I'm still going to talk about you. All right. So Real Housewives of Orange County will be returning, I believe, in July, right? From what I remember. I don't remember at this point. Honestly, you could tell I don't care. But you could tell I don't care. Jasmine says, whoa, 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 Jen. Oof, 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 oof. So that's some good news. I have to say, based off the trailer, I don't know how you felt about the trailer. The trailer made me say, okay, I'm interested this season. I'm interested this season. All right. I also want to say congratulations to Stormi. You know Stormi from Love and Marriage Huntsville? Come on. I know. Shut up. Leave Stormi alone. But I will say this. Although I don't love Stormi lately on Love and Marriage Huntsville, I love the fact of where she came from, and I still remember how you all introduced me to Stormi Steele from, she owns Canvas Beauty. That's how a lot of you knew her, because you know her products. So a lot of you, when she was featured on Love and Marriage Huntsville, just saw it as a friend. She was hosting the party for, it was Destiny. So that's when you all said, KEMPIRE, you need to know a little bit more about Stormi Steele. And then she came onto the show. And then... she had some things. Look, she had some things happen. And then this season, it feels like she's producing a lot, which I don't love. However, I just want to say congratulations because, Stormi, this is where your legacy will begin. And this is where your legacy, not end, but you get what I'm saying. Like, this is where your legacy is. It's not reality television. So she broke a record over the weekend by selling $1 million and becoming the first U.S. brand to sell $1 million in one single live stream. $1 million. And all of you that were in my comment section on YouTube saying, well, I hope she's able to fulfill the orders. You know what? Look. Well, look. See, that's the thing. I just feel like, who needs that negativity? Has she had a problem fulfilling orders before? I don't know. Maybe she has. But if she hasn't had that, why is that people's first thought? This woman has been doing this business for years now. She's created a multi-million-dollar business. Congratulations, Stormi. Don't listen to the haters. They're just hating because they haven't done what you've done. And that's what half the time when people are hating is because they're hating because they're like, damn it, why can't I have done that? Congratulations. $1 million in one live stream. She's the first U.S. brand to do that. Some might say it's because of her stardom on Love and Marriage Huntsville. I was like, ain't that many people watching Love and Marriage Huntsville? I'm not saying that it hasn't turned people on to her, because literally it turned me on to her. But then again, I'm not her customer. Look, I am not her customer, okay? I have no hair. IB says, people are shady. You know that. Yeah, I just feel like it be your own people, too. Oh, y'all are terrible. And look. Oh, see, Natasha said, got my order fast. Okay. Kalani says, good for her. I like when people make money, especially our people. All right. Dante says, trolls are going to troll. Congrats, queen. All right. Miss Parker says, I've ordered from Canvas Beauty and never had an issue getting my orders. I don't know where that came from. I think they were just saying that because it was such a big order, a big, thing. Good for her. I'm sure now she's like, all right, I'm going to have to, rev it up when it comes to making sure everyone gets their orders. Oh, Sassy says, Kemper, you not in the drama of Love and Marriage Huntsville. She's owing people. Letitia was right. Look, you got to have millions to owe millions. How do you guys turn this good news into something negative? Can y'all stop? Uh-oh. CM, stop it. CM says, I'm still waiting for mine from months ago. Have you reached out to them? Mrs. Dash says, once I've ordered from Canvas and got something extra because Canvas said it was late, but I didn't even notice it was late. All right. Look, here's the thing. I'm going to keep saying this because we said this when we were talking about Vanderpump Rules, Ariana and Katie's restaurant. Having a business, starting a business is not easy, no matter what type of business it is. So please give people grace, especially because she didn't expect to have this monumental moment. Give her grace, and let's pray that she has put the things in place in regards to making sure she's able to fulfill these orders. You people just turned this good news into some bad news. Come on. All right, let's move on. Let's move on. All right, what is the other news? Okay, that was all my good news. Oh, no. Yay! It's supposed to be good news. Oh, hold on. Damn, CM's giving us another update in regards to her order that she never received. Well, she received the order months later. CM says, I got blocked. I wanted it straight from her and not the store because folks play too much. All right. Look, that is one person's experience. Look, until y'all start chiming in the comment section. Okay, Keisha says, I just Googled the Canvas Beauty line. Some products are available at the local drug and grocery store. Like, it's a big business. Let's give her grace, y'all. How'd y'all turn this into something nasty and ugly? Speaking of nasty and ugly, well, not ugly. We know Kenya Moore's not ugly. This Kenya Moore and Brittney Eady situation, I'm briefly going to mention it here, but if you missed any of our reports on it, go watch the reports. We're not going to cover every single detail or not apologies, but statements, internet statements from Kenya or Brittney Eady. We've done that in separate videos, but it is Tuesday Takeover where we cover a variety of pop culture news and reality television. All right. So over the weekend, well, not over the weekend, like Thursday night, Kenya Moore had her, grand opening that was filmed. All of a sudden, Media Takeout had a story. We didn't run with that story. Then all of a sudden, the Neighborhood Talk had another story that was similar, that Kenya used this grand opening to share intimate photos, according to sources, easily public photos of Brittney Eady at her event, and they were said to be explicit photos. Okay? So since then, like I said before, Brittney Eady has alleged that it was revenge porn. I have to change the word because of community guidelines. We also have heard audio of Kenya talking at the event. We also overhear someone say, That's a penis. So we don't know. Again, Kenya has denied being involved in that, but her words were very specific. Very specific. No word on whether or not Bravo or Truly Original will be including what happened over there. Word on the street, the last report that I saw today was that Bravo and Truly Original are trying to lock down the housewives from talking about filming right now. Because these leaks from the party, I don't know where they came from, but a lot of people are saying that they were Kenya fans and then they heard this audio and they're like, Kenya, why would you do this? They felt like Kenya went too far. We did a whole, impromptu brunch with KEMPIRE Live, and we talked about, we even did a poll. And we asked you guys whether or not you thought that they were going to bring Kenya back next season after this antic. All right? And 54% of you said that you believe that Bravo would bring her back. Honestly, I don't believe that they will. I really don't believe that they will. But again, we don't know what happened, but then what happened? If that wasn't what happened, what made people go, you know what I mean? Like, what we do hear in the audio is Kenya shaming Brittney Eady for possibly having a lifestyle that might not be, Miss USA worthy. I'm trying to get colorful with my language here. Okay. IB says, I don't know if Kenya really did that. Sounds outlandish. Look, I told you guys from the very beginning, I was like, I don't believe Kenya would do that. And then we heard audio of Kenya at least talking about something explicit when it comes to Brittney. We don't know if she actually used photos too. But we shall see. Kenya and Portia seem to be in a good place. I believe Kenya was the one who posted a picture of her and Portia saying the dynamic duo. Do I believe that this is a real friendship? Nope. I don't. I keep telling you guys, every time we talk about the dynamic between Kenya and Portia, I said, I feel as if production, the network have said to them, no one is interested in you guys fighting, so make it work. Make it work. So we'll see. Candace says that the audio was very distasteful. I agree. Mo says judgmental attitude. All right. But here's the thing. What made me believe that Kenya would even consider not in my brain of me thinking that Kenya wouldn't do this. This is her event. This is her real business. This is her real hair care line. But then I thought to myself, I said, as the more information came out, I said, well, remember last year they had a grand opening and they didn't, I guess a soft opening, whatever they called it. And they didn't share it on the show. And she was very upset about that. Remember, she did the interview with Carlos and she talked about being upset. And then she had a lot of things to say on social media, which made people think, is Kenya coming back? And I said to you, I said, did she do this antic to confirm that they will actually show it on the show? But now I'm not even sure if they're going to show it on the show. I don't know if they're going to show it on the show because of the legality of it all. And again, we heard that Bravo's investigating the incident. Hey, Pallavi, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Watching from Goa, India. Love India. You know I love me some India. I do. All right. That's all I have to say right now until we know more. I don't think we're going to know more. I've already told you, I feel like they're sharing way too much on social media. I don't know. I'm trying not to delve into getting to know any of the newbies either until we see. I want to get to know them from the show, not from digging anything up on them on social media or watching videos of them. Look, unless I stumble upon it, then that's different. But I don't want to know anything about them until we watch the show. Well, because some people already have mixed feelings about these newbies. Some people already have judgments about these newbies. I'm trying not to pay attention to any of that. Okay? Mo says, since when giving fellatio and being a lady of the night? a crime? Well, being a lady of the night is a crime, depending on where you are. Should it be? Then that's a other question. But depending on where you are, it is a crime. All right. Let's move on from that story. I didn't even plan to spend that much time on that story, but here we are. Speaking of the Real Housewives, though, and Housewives shows that are currently filming, we also are getting to see more footage and pictures from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. As you know, they have, a newbie, a part of that cast as well this season. Where's my, here it is. So we got to see this photo. You can see Jennifer Tilly. You can see Garcelle. You can see Kyle. I have to say, after seeing, and you can see Bazoma. Oh Lord, I will learn your name. And Sutton. There's video footage going around of Sutton losing it. We need the lip readers to let us know what exactly Sutton is saying, and it's not name them. It's not that. Okay? They look great, but I have to say, after I saw this photo, I said to myself, Kyle, you can go. And I know some people are like, oh, but she's one of the longest reigning housewives. She's one of the longest reigning housewives along with Teresa. And this is before Candy left. All right. Oh, yes, Kwana. Call her Miss St. John. Mrs. St. John. She has a dynamic story. I can't wait to get to know her officially on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I am going to call her Mrs. St. John. Thank you, Kwana. I'm going to call her Mrs. St. John because she deserves it. Look at the look she's given here. All right. The Closet Archive says, Sutton is really a Karen, y'all. I mean, in the early years of Sutton's tenure on the show, she did give very much Karen. All right. But she was having a moment. And I'm not sure who she was having that moment with. Kyle was right next to her, and so was Garcelle. Garcelle was like looking down like, oh, here we go. So I don't know if she was going off on Kyle. I don't know. Or something else. But she was having a moment, and I'm sure we will see it play out. All right. Did I want to say anything else about? No. All right. Let me talk about Love Island. Okay, this is Love Island UK Season 10. I stopped watching it. I did watch the first few episodes, and then I looked in the future, and I was like, there are 60 episodes. 60. I said, there ain't no way in hell. I'm going to start fresh with Love Island UK Season 11. Okay? And if you're in the US, like I am, you can watch the first 4 episodes. The first 4 episodes are now available on Hulu. So I've watched the first 4 episodes. So for those that are in the UK, I will be delayed. I will talk about Love Island UK both on Tuesday Takeover and our Thirsty Thursday. So I will be talking about it twice a week. All right. Let me tell you some of my observations on this new cast, but more so on Love Island UK in general. I don't understand all of this kissing. Is this a UK thing, or do they do this on the US version? Let me take this off. Do they do this on the US version too? Because they are slobbing each other down right after they slob someone else down. I know it's a part of getting to know you process. The other part that I find interesting is that when you're paired up, you sleep in the same bed with that person. And those beds aren't that big. Those beds look like a full-size bed. Right? Am I wrong? I mean, on TV, it looks like a full-size bed, if that. Exactly. Patricia says 60 episodes. That is too much of a commitment. Yeah, I looked in the future. I said, no, I'm gonna watch Love Island currently. If I have a boring moment in my life, then I will catch up and watch the other ones. I don't think so. So they end up sleeping once you're coupled up, and in every season it seems as if they pair the couples differently. Like this season, they did it by playing this game, and the folks didn't even know. The guys and girls didn't even know that they were going to be paired up that way when they played that first game on the first episode. But what they also do is they start bringing in new people as the days go on. So this week they brought in that guy Joey. Apparently Joey has been on reality TV before. I Googled it because all of them had a reaction when Joey arrived. All right. So Joey arrives, and already Joey has the option of choosing a new lady. But once he chooses one of the ladies, they've all been coupled up already. So when they bring in this new person, that means somebody's going to go. So they play games. They do all kinds of things on Love Island that are, very like risque and sexy, where you're slobbing on people like, oh, who have you wanted? I mean, they have different UK terms like schnog and things like that. I'm learning all like, oh, there's another word they use. I can't even pronounce it. It's like quitching or something like that. I'm not even sure how you pronounce it. But I thank God for Hulu and the captions, because some of these accents are a little difficult to understand. All right. But I'm enjoying it so far. I'm enjoying Love Island UK so far. There was some drama this week. Let me tell you something. Harriet got upset because the guy that she's paired with, Karen. Oh, look at me remembering the names. Look at me remembering the names. Karen was flirting and talking. He went to that whole other area. I forgot what they called that area. He went to that whole other area to have a conversation with, I think I remember her name, but I have the names here. I have all the names here. Oh, this is Joey. Joey's Joey Essex from Essex. All right. So Harriet and it was Nicole, right? It was Nicole fighting over Karen. Oh, and goodbye. Look, for spoiler alert, we had to say goodbye to Sam. Sam was the first guy to go. So we do see Joey pick someone, and he picks Sam's partner in this game of Love Island. So Sam has to go. So it was a little bit sad. I was like, oh damn. He got as soon as Joey picked his person, Sam got a text message. They play that. He gets a text message. You're now single. Get out. Get out the house. So he has to, get out get off the island. But there's some more drama happening this week in regards to Harriet and Nicole. I'm so glad that I looked up their names and ages, because some of these folks I thought were in their 30s but they're in their early 20s. Moisturize. Uma, for those that are watching this, yes, this is the UK version, Mama Allie. This is the UK version, Love Island UK. I'm not watching the US one yet. So Harriet was in her feelings when Nicole and her man, Karen, were talking. Okay. And she really got in her feelings. And then the next day she wanted to play a game. Meaning like she was playing games, like she was being petty. So she went and got another guy and took him, I would think it was Joey, right? Took him to that same spot, that same place, in order to have a conversation, just to get this other guy jealous. Only for Nicole to get upset with Karen, because Karen was chilling and making out with Harriet, who he's already coupled with. But she's sort of like, well, you told me that you liked me. I could have hooked up with you, when we were back there. Here's my issue with this show. Not issue with the show, but here's my issue with the people on it. They get into their feelings so early on. Yes, I know you like this person, but you are getting to know everyone. That's the whole point of this process. We see that Mimi got in her feelings when Io, right? It's Io, not Ao. Io got picked by Uma, who's a newbie. So Sam gets kicked out because Joey picked his new couple person, his new partner. And then they, again, bring in a new woman who's Uma. She's Nigerian and Australian. Beautiful. Beautiful. So their game, in order for her to kind of figure out who she wants to talk to or hang out with, the guys are blindfolded. The girls are watching from another area as Uma comes in and she kisses them all on the mouth. And look, I'm new to this. For those that are like, KEMPIRE, they do this all the time. I'm new to this. She doesn't peck them on the mouth. She doesn't go, no, 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 no. It's like some of them she gave tongue, like Muvere. Muvere gave a little tongue. It was like, I'm sure they do all kinds of tests on these people. Look, but ew. Just saying. So she comes in, Uma, the newbie this week, and she's slobbing on all of them. And then she says to Joey, the newbie, she's like, "I'll see you later." And then she picks Io and brings him back and has a conversation with him. Then she brings Joey back and has a conversation with him. Ivy says, "I hope Mono isn't in the atmosphere." I'm sure they're tested like up the wazoo before they're even on this show. But the way that they slob each other down, and mind you, when I say slob each other down, it could be 2 seconds after they just slob someone else down. 2 seconds before they just slob someone else down. And also, I already told you this last week. I feel like if you're watching this show and you have any sort of issues with watching people that really share a lot of their bodies, they definitely share a lot of their bodies on this show, and they have no problem showing it. They have no problem showing it. And honestly, look, Love Island, I'm sure when they're casting this, they're looking for good-looking people. Except, how did Ronnie get casted? Oh, sorry, Ronnie. Ronnie's not a bad-looking guy, but in comparison to the other guys, we got Io. Jesse's okay. Not Jesse. Joey. Joey's okay. I feel like he's kind of Look, Sam was cute. Let me look at the guys again. Sam was cute, but he's gone. Look, bye. Ronnie looks funny to me. Maybe it's the haircut. Ronnie's funny looking to me. Muvere is cute. Muvere is cute. The girls are okay. Look, the girls are okay. Look, I'm gay. So I don't care about the girls. Mimi is cute. Mimi got in her feelings because Uma showed some interest in her guy, which is Io. So, she's a mental health nurse. I'm reading up her profile. Oh, Mimi. She was in her feelings, but I think very much like any of us, stop making a big deal about this whole situation. Stop asking me if I'm okay. Stop asking me if I'm okay. Good point, Tasman. Tasman says, Ronnie has good chat, though, Kemp. Are you from the UK, Tasman? He does, which is important. I personally think that's important. Some people might not think that's important. We have to think about the age range. When I see some of these folks talking about trying to get into a relationship, I'm like, are you really trying to get into a serious relationship? Like, Karen is 21 years old. Isn't he like the youngest person here? And now he's in this love triangle. Harriet was being so petty. She was starting trouble with the girl that he was showing interest in because she's sort of like, oh, you're not going to take my man. Harriet is good. All right. Patricia says, poor Ronnie, and I don't even watch the show. All right. Ruth says, are you guys up to date with UK Love Island? We are behind a few episodes. We only have available on Hulu the first 4 episodes. So that's what we're talking about. On Thursday, I'll talk more about the other episodes that become available this week. All right. Oh, okay. Tasman says, I'm not from the UK. I'm from Canada, but I love the UK lingo. Okay. I was wondering. Guys, you're just joining us. This is our Tuesday takeover at a special evening time, just because I was busy earlier today. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and be sure to like the video. And don't forget, you can take us on the go by downloading the KEMPIRE podcast on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. Don't forget to give us a 5-star rating. 5-star rating. All right. All right. Was there anything else that I wanted to say about Love Island? I think it's too soon to have a strong opinion about what's happening during this season of Love Island UK. Just because, yes, now we're starting to get into some of the drama in the first 4 episodes, but we're still figuring out. And we already have 2 new people. We have Joey, Essex, and we also have Uma. So Uma has to decide who she's going to couple up with. So that's going to get rid of one of the girls. Bye. No, I'm playing. All right, let's move on. Miss Random says Io is cute, but he looks 15. He does look kind of young, but wouldn't say he looks 15. I wouldn't say he looks 15. All right. All right. Capricorn, thank you so much for the super sticker. We appreciate your support as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you, guys. You can also support just by liking the video. Let's move on to another show. I haven't watched Below Deck Med yet, y'all. I will get to Below Deck Med. Maybe I'll talk about it on Thursday, and then we'll get back to our normally scheduled time of talking about Below Deck. I've been watching all these other shows. I completely forgot to watch Below Deck Med, so I'm a couple of episodes behind. But this week we'll catch up. This week we'll catch up and we'll talk about Below Deck Med. I promise. And I'm hearing it's good, especially after such a terrible Below Deck of this last season that we just recapped. Okay. CM says I like the evening lives. They're fun. We do it every once in a while, depending on scheduling of different shows. Let me just say thank you. Queen, thank you so much for the super chat. Queen says, wait till they get to the hideaway where they do the real thing. Sex. FYI, I like the Love Island UK than the Love Island US. That's why I haven't even started the Love Island US. I was like, let me watch the Love Island UK, the originator. Okay. And I see that you also have Love Island, was it New Zealand and things like that? No, I'm gonna watch the UK. I have to really sit and watch it though, because I have to watch the captions, because I have to say certain accents I just can't understand. Some, for the most part, I can understand it, but some folks, I think it was let me tell you, even the host of Love Island is gorgeous. It was Nicole Samuel, and she's from Aberdare. You guys tell me how that's pronounced in the UK. I don't know if the accents over there are a little bit different, but oof. I have to really pay attention when she speaks. Just saying. All right. I'm learning about a lot about the UK. All right, UK, what's going on? All right. Tasman says, Kemp, just wait till they get to Casa Amor. Okay. All right. I can't wait. I cannot wait. All right, speaking of cannot wait, don't forget, guys, New York City, June 21st, we are bringing our live show back. We're going to talk about some hot topics, and we might have some special guests. So if you haven't gotten your tickets yet, head on over to KEMPIREAFTERDARKLIVE.com/NYC, or head on over to the description for more details on the KEMPIRE After Dark live show. More details on other cities also available in the description. All right, but if you're in New York City, there's also a live stream link available for those that live outside of New York, or maybe you won't be able to make it to some of the other shows, or you live in a place where you're not coming, or you live abroad. Go get that link. That's also an option as well. All right. Moving on. I will say this. I'm mad at you all. Yep, I'm mad at y'all. Y'all made me watch Love Undercover, and I watched to the end, hoping that it would get juicy. And I know for some of you, the end of Love Undercover, which is on Peacock, was juicy. But let me tell you something. And maybe because I knew they all didn't end up together, even though based on the show, some of them did end up together. And I said this last time when we talked about Love Undercover. For those that don't know what Love Undercover is, it's another reality show where these men who are all footballers, millions of dollars, all of that good stuff, they pretend to be regular people, When I say regular people, I mean like they don't have $1 million jobs and things like that. And they are pretending to these line of women, you know, that you're looking for love. Okay. However, I have to say the selection of women were not great. Were not great. And even some of the other ladies said, oh, yeah, some of these ladies, when they found out, you know, because when they're kicked out, they find out that these guys are footballers. And he's like, oh, yeah, some of those ladies are gold. I forgot some of those ladies before they left insinuated that some of the ladies in there were gold diggers. Like Renee. I know, Jamie, you like Renee. But when she was in that taxi, when they finally, because part of the process, once they choose the woman that they want to, you know, possibly be with, they go to their home country to bring them there, introduce them to the family and their lives and things like that. When they were in London, Renee was in the car. She's like, so what are you going to buy me? And I forgot his exact response. And he was just like, I don't need to buy anything in order to get, you know, I can't use these words here on the live. And I thought to myself, mind you, what he said wasn't nice. However, you saying, what are you going to buy me, gave gold digger, gave like, that's what you were interested in. And she's like, your response reminded me of my ex. Your response reminded me of my ex. She was annoying from the beginning. Speaking of annoying, she decided to drop T, which I appreciate because Sophia was falling for Ryan. Ryan, you're trash and a gaslighter. That's the black one for those that aren't familiar. From the Netherlands. They all were trash, honestly. The only one that was a good guy, okay, maybe Jamie was a good guy, but Marco was the best guy. And none of the ladies really liked Marco. Marco really had a friendship with, what was it? What's her name? Abby? I don't remember her name. It's unimportant because they don't end up together. But they formed a friendship, and he felt like he gained a lot of, you know, emotional support from being friends with her. Oh, Real says, KEMPIRE, watch because you gave your review. Damn, I'm sorry. But after watching it, it seems produced and staged. I don't know if it's produced and staged. I just feel like whoever they casted did a terrible job because none of these women, first of all, felt like quality. But then we found out these guys weren't great either. Lloyd is young. He's not even with this girl anymore. Spoiler alert. Sorry. But the process felt weird. Back to Ryan, though. Ryan basically, when he was called out, Renee told Sophia that Ryan was telling the other guys he was looking for Ariana's Instagram, that he was telling them that he was going to break up with Sophia because he doesn't see it working. But then he tried to spin it when she confronted him about it, and Sophia fell for it. Sophia, that was your opportunity because her friend read her for filth. She was just like, girl, you've done this before. You don't need to do this again. He sounds like he's trash. I'm paraphrasing. I'm paraphrasing what exactly this man said. Okay? But the way he did it, I looked at Ryan so differently because if you go back to last week when we talked about Love Undercover, I was like, oh, I kind of like Ryan. Only for Ryan to show his true colors. And Sophia fell for it. I agree. Elfington says Lloyd was too young. I agree. Like, I mean, not really when you think about it. Like, he's late 20s. But, you know, he's still in his football career. I was so happy for Marco. Marco actually found love, but not within the confines of this process. He found a friend in the confine of this process, but he felt like the only true, like, nice guy ready to settle down. Him and Jamie, but they're also older. I don't know what Ryan's problem is, though. Look. Just saying. Oh, Sammy says, I watched one episode and I checked out. I don't blame you guys. By the end of it, I was like, this was dumb. Don't bring it back. I mean, could you even do this show over again? Maybe. Look, maybe. But Marco, mind you, probably was, well, no. Oh, we didn't even talk about Sebastian. Sebastian gaslit those other women, got rid of those other women when they, exposed his nasty ways. Sebastian was also another one that I was like, oh, he's not so nice. But the young lady that he took to, mind you, we knew he was going to end up with the blonde girl. He's like, she's so my type. Your type hasn't worked for you in the past. Try something different. But we got to see his family and the money. Oh, the family has money. And Lord, the edit showing this girl say, I could live here. I could live in Spain. He was like, I'm seeing all kinds of red flags with her. I'm seeing all kinds of red flags with her. And Dub says, yeah, Ryan is the black guy. Ryan is the black guy. But Sebastian? Oh, no. Sebastian? Ugh. He was another one. Even though I didn't love the young lady that he chose, I will say that he wasn't great either. Who has 6 kids? Sebastian? Sebastian don't have no 6 kids. I don't know. Look, how'd you guys feel? For those that watched Peacock's Love Undercover, what did you think of the premise of the show? What did you think about the ending? By the end, I didn't like anybody. The only people I ended up liking was Marco and the young lady that he chose to take home with him. But he ends up just being, thank God, because I probably would have felt, I wanted the producers help Marco out so he didn't end up looking crazy on this show. Because it would have been sad if she was just like, Marco, I only see you as a friend, and Marco was just sitting there single. But Marco apparently found someone that he really liked. Anyways. Elsingen says, Sebastian still wants to play. He should have kept Stephanie. Yeah. Yeah. But he got rid of people for weird reasons. I mean, weird he made him seem legitimate, but that wasn't a reason to get rid of some people. Anyways, they're probably all still single, right? Is Marco getting married? I hope. I like Marco. Jamie I like too, because it seemed like Jamie really did mature out of his playboy ways. I just didn't like Renee for him. I didn't like that car ride and how she gaslit him. Anyways, that's my thoughts on Love Undercover. Let's move on. Part of me doesn't even want to talk about 90 Day Fiancé. Oh my God. But 90 Day Fiancé UK is still very good. 90 Day Fiancé is still very good. John and Sprite. This relationship, it's very interesting, very worth watching. I love 90 Day Fiancé UK. This week, we find out that John has been on dating apps. Sprite, why do you care? Sprite, you don't even like John. I don't care about how sometimes you can see Sprite being affectionate with John. You do not even like John. But I love you for the show. I really love Sprite for the show because he's hilarious. And John seems unhinged. We haven't even seen all of John's unhingedness. Okay? We didn't see Charlotte and Johan this week. I just want to talk about the people that we've seen this week. Apparently, Jamie cheated on Kathleen. What? I thought Jamie was... those be the ones. Those be the ones. This man really cheated on Kathleen. I was like, this man has nerve. But they're still trying to work through it, despite him cheating on her. Her friends are like, you should leave him alone. We still have not seen I Love You Chicken. Luis and Jose. We still haven't seen them. We did get to meet Tony and Nui. We did get to meet them this week. I'm not that interested in their story. It does seem like one of those 90 Day Fiancé situations where he's taking care of everything and paying for everything in her life. But okay, all right. We do get to see him getting Botox. I'm like, okay, why are we seeing this? Okay. Sam and Allie, their relationship is interesting. He is a character, but she is a lot. She requires a lot. She likes a lot of attention. She gets very annoyed. She's a big personality, but so is he. And at first, I wasn't sure. I thought he was using her for the visa, but I'm not sure. Like, part of me is sort of like, I think he actually does like her, but she doesn't like his job because he's a bartender and, he meets a lot of people and things like that. But yeah, I mean, those are my thoughts on 90 Day Fiancé UK. I like it so far. It's not a bad season. If anything, 90 Day Fiancé UK has restored my hope in 90 Day Fiancé, but it's a completely different country, so we shall see. We shall see. I'm still watching. It was mostly about them this week, Sam and Allie, but I really love the storyline between John and Sprite. Just I already know it's about to be a hot mess, but Sprite doesn't even like John. He just likes using John for not necessarily his money, but more so like learning English. And he says he doesn't like living out in the country. He wants to live in London proper. Okay. Got big dreams over there. Sprite doesn't like that man. As soon as he met that man at the airport, he's like, "You got bigger." Okay, that's not very nice. Look, that's not very nice. Speaking of not very nice, 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After. I'm gonna stop recapping this show. We didn't see any of the couples on this picture except Emily and Kobe. And I told you they were going to drag out Emily and Kobe's story because they wanted to focus. They wanted to have something other than just their wedding to discuss. So she's really asking, mind you, the girlfriend, his ex-girlfriend, doesn't show up. I wouldn't show up for that BS either. You want me to show up for what? You want me to show up for what? Because she wants to know. I want to know if there was ever an overlap when we got together. Girl, you are married to this man. You're 2 kids in with this man. You're not concerned on whether or not he cheated on. Mind you, you're concerned about possibility of something that happened before you even solidified this relationship, before you even got married. So why is it important now? And why don't you just believe what he tells you? You want to come all the way to his home country to go speak to her. Why? It's giving production, and that's what I can't. We are seeing a lot more of Angela and Michael's story. I will say this, and I said this on Twitter yesterday. If Angela was a man doing this to a woman, Angela would not be on television. And I feel like Angela is so used to being on television, and she's making money from being on television and all the things that you get from being on television. She's using that to keep pushing out and pulling out this storyline. I will fast forward to the end of their story. He eventually makes it to the U.S. Let me tell you something. Because if you're Jamaican or West Indian, you know exactly what Michael was describing when you and friends and family put your money together. Every culture calls it something different. I forgot what Jamaicans call it. What do they call it? Your partner or something like that? Something like that. I forgot. I remember I used to do it when I used to work for like a nonprofit. Me and a couple of coworkers, we would do it. You gather all your money together in regards to like saving it, and then one person gets it 1 week, and that kind of it's a whole system. Apparently, this stems all the way back to Africa, the motherland, because that's exactly what Michael was describing. And she's like, I don't understand this. You're giving out this information. You're giving money. I don't. Like, she is jumping to all kinds of conclusions, not realizing that this is a part of his culture. Or Susu, yes, and chat. Sammy says partner, and then Susu. There are a variety of different names, okay? There are a variety of... I grew up with it, calling it a partner. However, in some cultures, they call it a Susu. Diddy says a Ponzi scheme. It wasn't a Ponzi scheme. But... if you're not a part of that culture, like if he was dating someone that was West Indian, they probably like, oh, I know what it is. However, Angela is just jumping to conclusions because she knows that's what the producers want from her. She's not, and he's saying that's a part of our culture. This is what we do. She's like, well, you need to explain it to me. And then she apparently finds more information from his, like she has so many antics during this episode. Like every little thing. She's walking away. She gets in the car and she's like, you're my husband. You're supposed to tell me all this stuff. Hey, Julie. Julie says, is Michael living in the U.S. away from Angela? Anyone? Apparently he is. I saw him on TikTok. But I say all this to say about Angela and the Michael storyline. I literally had the thought to myself, first of all, we've been wanting Angela to be removed from the show, and we thought that she actually was. All right? Let me take a sip because I've been talking a lot. If she was a man, we would be having a different conversation. We wouldn't even be talking about Angela how many seasons in. Oh, Tasman says the Guyanese call it box. Oh, see, I didn't even know that. All right. Oh, wait, heaven sends, I like to be last in the box hand. I'm learning new stuff. This is why I like our community. We're very diverse over here. All right. But if Angela was a man doing this to a woman, there is no way that TLC, this production company, would keep bringing her back. Her behavior is abusive. I don't care if it's for antics for television. It's still abusive. I'm going to move on. I really was hoping that they weren't going to bring her back. So they focus a lot on Emily and Kobe. They also talked about do I not have a picture of oh man, the couple in Brazil. Not Brazil. Where are they? Oh, they're in Brazil, right? Do I not have a picture of them? That's terrible. Look, that's terrible. I didn't realize. We also got to see Big Ed and Liz. Big Ed is trash, and Liz, I want to feel bad for Liz. But I don't, because this man showed you who he was a long time ago. You even try to get him canceled, and that didn't work. And only for you to end up with him again and engage. And now he's kicking you out of the apartment that you guys share together with you and your daughter. And now he's getting in fights with your mom saying that she was a terrible parent. And then you saw that karma for those that watched 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After. As soon as he went to the room, he spilled his drink. I was like, that's the karma right there. All right. We did get to see a little bit of Ashley and her relationship with Manuel. They barely talked about anything this week. She's still concerned about him not being transparent or open and honest about their relationship. I don't care. Rob and Sophie are still fighting. Her crying now gives fake. Their storyline gives fake. I think they're on this show just to pay their bills. I believe she's using him for a U.S. citizenship? No, because all of us in the U.S. are trying to go out of the country at this point. So I don't know if I believe that. We also, they really did talk about a lot of couples this week. Jasmine and Gino, he finally gave her the money for her pageant, but his uncle convinced him to do it, so she doesn't believe it was authentic. He's mad. She was calling him out for his corn addiction. He's like, I don't have a corn addiction. Okay. I believed it when she said it. But I also, like, her big thing of him arguing with him, because he wants her to stop arguing with him. But you're arguing over being in a pageant. She's like, it's going to make me feel better, about my mom and my kids not being here. Girl, if you do not get out of... I am so over this show. I don't know. I really should stop recapping it. Because at there's not one redeeming couple. Lauren and Alexi, based on the preview for next week, get into it. Lauren and Alexi, because he's like, you weren't transparent with the amount of care that you would actually need after this surgery. And I told you, I really appreciated Alexi really being there for her during this time. Like, I saw another side. I always liked them as a couple, but I saw another side of him watching this. Anyways. Oh, the other couple, the ones that are in Brazil. I'm so mad that I don't have a photo of them. You guys didn't even tell me that I've been missing talking about them this week. That's the one with John, with the Boston accent. So their big issue this season is what's his name's father? I can't even remember his name. You guys will remind me in the chat. His father using him because he's paying rent for the apartment that his father has in Brazil, and that he's paying rent. He's giving his father money. So both John and his girlfriend Thais. Why don't I remember his name? I remember Thais and I remember John. And I don't remember his name. That's a damn terrible thing. First of all, their daughter looks like him. The man that I don't know his name. Apparently none of you do either, because you're not reminding me. Patrick, thank you, KT, on TikTok. Woo! Patrick his daughter looks just like him, like the spitting image. Adorable though, because he has like a big baby face too. Thank you, Keisha. Patrick, baby face. He seems like a nice guy. He lost his mom. He wants to help his father out because it's one of the ways that they are connected and they have a good relationship. Honestly, I can't fault him for that. Do I feel like his father might be using him a little bit? Yes. But at the same time, I'm like, if someone's going to use you, let it be your parent. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, I just feel like, is he using him in a terrible way? I don't know. I don't feel like his father's that malicious. His father does ask for a lot. John doesn't like his father. I'm assuming that Patrick's father is not the same father of John. I think that's part of the reason why John has the Boston accent and Patrick doesn't. Just saying. Yes, we are still talking about 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After. I didn't realize how many couples they highlighted this week. They highlighted quite a few couples this week. I mean, it is an hour and 2-hour show, so then there's that. All right. And guys, for those that want to know where you can get a coldest water bottle or an ice pack or some of their other items, head on over to coldest.com, but don't forget to use the discount code KEMPIRE10 for 10% off. More information on Coldest will be available in the description, along with more information about the KEMPIRE After Dark live tour. New York City, are you ready for our live tour? We're coming up next week. Oh my gosh, I got to figure out what I'm doing, what I'm wearing. More information on the KEMPIRE After Dark, a live show where I can talk everything and say everything without community guidelines. Lord. Go get your tickets today. We will be coming to Nashville July 11th. We'll be coming to Atlanta July 12th. And then we'll be in Seattle on August 30th. More information available in the description. All right. Thank you, Julie, for the super chat. Julie says, I swear if Big Ed is back on anything TLC, I'm done. He is so obnoxious. But like I said, it's hard for me to feel bad for Liz because she knew this. But you know what? Liz, I'm not surprised that she would end up with a guy like him. Anyone else? I'm not surprised. It seems like she needs to spend some time healing and stay in therapy. She does. Because Ed is trash. He's trash on the worst way. I'm so mad that he's a Taurus. Because I don't think we're trashy people like this. But then there's Kim Zolciak. And see. All right, let's move on. Let's get into some pop culture news. I don't know if I even want to talk about Love in Paradise, but we'll get to it a little bit later on. All right, let's move on. Where do I want to go? Rihanna. So, last week Rihanna announced that she is launching Fenty Hair. Okay? All right? Yes, Fenty Hair is coming. So there have been a lot of conversation about Rihanna and whether or not Rihanna is wearing a wig in her promo. And we said to you, based off the promo video, I said, well, maybe she is because she's also possibly going to feature wigs. You can see in the actual promo wigs. But apparently Rihanna's hairstylist was in the comment section, not our comment section, the comment section of the promo, saying that this wig, this hair is her hair. Because all of you said, KEMPIRE, that's a wig. KEMPIRE, that's a wig. Well, Rihanna came out sharing her natural hair. All right, let me show you her natural hair. She came out showing her natural hair this week. And everyone was saying, yes, this proves our point. This proves our point. First of all, her natural hair is gorgeous. That face does not just look. That face just, she's a beautiful woman, okay? I don't care what hair Rihanna has on her head. But like I said, based on what we're seeing from the promo, it does look like Rihanna is going to have wigs. However, her hairstylist saying that that hair in the promo is this hair. Even I, as not a wignista, a wig connoisseur, knows that that is not the same. That is not the same. Don't you dare lie to us. Don't you dare lie. This is a wig, sir. Come on. Even just thickness of this. But here's the thing. I don't think that, it doesn't matter. I don't think that's going to stop anyone that was going to support Fenty Hair from supporting Fenty Hair. Well, speaking of supporting Fenty Hair, Rihanna was out and about promoting Fenty Hair this week, and she had a couple of things to say, including an update when it comes to new music. But take a look at this joke she made.
This is probably the longest I've ever taken to create something. No, this is probably the longest I've ever taken to create something. No, I lied. That's R9. This is probably the longest I've ever taken to create something. No, I lied. That's R9.
Okay, so she also gives us an update in regards to her music.
Music for me is a new like discovery. I'm rediscovering things. I have been working on the album for so long that I kind of just like put all that stuff aside, and now I'm prepared to go back in the studio. So I'm prepared. So I'm gonna start. So don't,
We're starting over. We're starting over in a sense.
Yeah, starting over. And but I don't want to neglect the songs that I have. So I want to actually go back and like listen to stuff with new ears, with my new perspective, and then see what applies and what I still am in love with.
Okay, so we alluded to this a few weeks ago, in regards to Rihanna possibly starting over in regards to the in regards to her music, because she was listening to new tracks. So now versus what she created, where she would do the music first and then think of the visual, it was sort of the opposite that she was getting now. She was seeing the visual and then thinking about the music. So she's moving in a different direction when it comes to the music. And now she's confirming. I like the joke that she made. First of all, I already told you, I felt like with the wig line that she had taken her time. And for me, it makes complete sense for Rihanna to the wig line. Damn. Well, it might be a wig line too. We don't know. With Fenty Hair, it's going to have products as well. It made sense when she has a beauty brand. She went from makeup to skincare and now this hair. It makes complete sense. And she's done very well. She's done very well with it. And if it was a wig or not a wig, I don't think it matters. Does it matter? Did it matter to you guys? I don't think it matters. I think people will still try it out. And I believe she has been working on this hairline for a long time, and hair care line for a long time. Okay, Philly John says, she can wear whatever. Why lie? Stop playing in her face. Well, technically, Rihanna didn't lie. Her hairstylist, allegedly. All right. I will just say this. She looks gorgeous. Rihanna looks amazing. The hair looks amazing. The beat looks amazing. Look, I don't know if people remember this. There was a while back early in Rihanna's career when she was already making millions of dollars where I think it was an accountant, I can't remember. Basically millions of dollars were missing. I am proud to say that this woman is now a billionaire. She took reign of her finances and now she's a billionaire with billion-dollar companies. So congrats to her. Tina says, nope, the wig was fire. And maybe she's waiting to announce, maybe when she reveals, because remember this comes out on June 13th, in just a couple of days, you will see a whole wig line. And then we can stop talking about her and the wig. All right. Let me move on because we have more to talk about. Let's talk about 50 Cent. So 50 Cent, we did a separate video earlier today, so if you missed it, so I'm not going to go into all of the details. 50 Cent, though, has now deleted this post, was reacting to Michael Rainey Jr., you know, the star of his show Power, was making light of the situation that played out on a live stream. So Michael Rainey Jr. was on this live stream with, the Tyleel show? And Tyleel's sister, who apparently is grown with kids, went up. You see on the live stream with like 2-3 kids in front of them. She goes up on the live stream and gropes him. And you see his reaction, and reportedly he left immediately afterwards. I didn't know when I recorded the video earlier today, but a lot of you were in the comment section saying, well, you should have seen Tyleel's original reaction. He also downplayed what happened. However, he has since issued an IG story apology, okay? Michael Rainey Jr. also posted his own statement in regards to this, and I'm going to reiterate what he said because I think it's important to hear what he said because he is the victim in this situation, and I know it's a guy, and people don't take guys seriously when they are essayed, but they should. So I'm going to reread what I posted in regards to Michael Rainey Jr. and what he posted. He said, at this point, everyone has seen the video circulating online. I am still in shock and don't fully know how to process what happened last night. This is an unfortunate situation that I do not condone in any way. I can't take it lightly because I know I would be in serious trouble if the roles were reversed. The fact is, SA is never okay, regardless of gender or status. We're all human and we should respect each other. Most importantly, we should always respect ourselves. So he put out this statement, and then on IG, you see 50 Cent repost footage where he is being groped, and I'm not going to show it to you just because literally you're watching an SA situation, no matter how you feel about it. And he captioned it. He said, wait, SA, he says the entire words. From a male perspective, this was an aggressive advance. Laughing out loud. He's fine. No charges are being pressed. And literally when I screenshot this, I went back to look at his page and he had taken it down. 50 Cent. And I told you in the previous video, 50 Cent was accused by his ex-baby, well, his ex-girlfriend, but baby's mother, of R-ing her. He's now suing her for defamation because of her statement. Before that, he was trolling her on social media because she was named in a lawsuit with Young Miami in regards to the Diddy situation, and she was called an S worker. So he was making joke and light of it on social media. And I told you, this is why I can't take 50 Cent seriously when he talks about Diddy, because I don't think it's coming from an authentic place. I don't think you care about the victims. I think you just care about trolling. I just think you care about making money. As you know, recently it was announced that Netflix won out of all the people bidding to have this Diddy documentary that 50 Cent is producing. So for me, him saying this on social media, making light of this incident, you are not an advocate for the Diddy documentary. You're not an advocate for, I don't know if Power is no longer on, but they had new iterations. I don't know if those iterations are still going. But you were once Michael Rainey Jr.'s boss, okay? But was I surprised? No, this is 50 Cent, but people like to laugh at some of his trolling depending on the person, if you like them or not. I don't like any of it because I don't feel like he is, pro-victim. I don't think that he's trying to protect anyone besides himself, personally speaking. Oh, Kay says, it's not. I'm sure 50's downfall is around the corner. Endo says, he does like to troll. Aretha says, it's a gotcha for 50 Cent. Exactly. Nutsell says, male victims need to be taken seriously. Agreed. And maybe this is a good thing that this happened, unfortunately, so that we can kind of remind people and actually say it publicly. Oh, power is still on, but it's a new iteration. It's not the same power. It's not the original power, right? Because am I missing them still doing power? No. Notorious no longer on power. Carolina, thank you so much for the super chat. Carolina says, just an observation. How did J-Lo go unscathed from dating Diddy for 2 years? She knows things. I don't know if she's gone unscathed, but I definitely believe she knows things. And you remember, she had that whole club pow, pow, pow incident. So she didn't go unscathed from the Diddy situation. And I also don't think she's gone unscathed lately, which is a perfect segue for us to talk about J-Lo. Thank you for the segue. And then we can talk about Diddy, Lord. All right. So Meghan McCain. I know. Yeah. Meghan McCain has her own story to talk about in reference to Jennifer Lopez. First of all, did you guys see that video footage of paparazzi video footage? It kept on showing up on my feed yesterday of J-Lo getting really upset with the paparazzi filming and taking pictures of her and her child. And I have never seen J-Lo that angry. So there are rumors that J-Lo and Ben Affleck are having trouble and they are going to get divorced. You know, she recently canceled her tour, okay? And despite rumors of them having lackluster, ticket sales, TMZ reported, apparently ticket sales were up in key cities. What do you believe? Well, according to J-Lo, she was heartbroken about canceling this tour, but she's taking time to focus on her family. And this is coming amid these, Ben Affleck rumors. They were also photographed together a couple of times recently. Once at Ben Affleck's child's graduation. They've been seen recently, with paparazzi and things like that. By paparazzi. So she's been receiving a lot of backlash. And I don't know where it really stems from, but she's had a lot of stories where people have said that she's been a diva behind the scenes. And I have to read the story to you that Meghan McCain, and I know it's Meghan McCain, but I want to mention something because I was like, wait, is that the reason why Kelly Rowland didn't get her room? So Radar Online says this. Meghan McCain is not a fan of Jenny from the block. They crossed paths when Jennifer Lopez appeared as a guest on The View, and McCain remembers their interactions being, quote, deeply unpleasant. I too share similar negative stories that the entire world does. I feel bad because we're turning a point where there's bullying happening to J-Lo, McCain revealed on Friday's episode of her Citizen McCain podcast with co-host Miranda Wilkins. She says she's just a deeply unpleasant person. She had the biggest entourage I've ever seen, more than Kim Kardashian and the president, the former View host recalled of J-Lo. She said, I just don't really understand why it was needed. She says, I was a host at The View. She was not nice. You don't always have to be so nice, but it was surprising that people like Kim Kardashian couldn't be more delightful. McCain added, when you're coming on a show for a 10-minute segment, just fake it till you make it for 10 effing minutes. I do find it interesting that she notices that people are piling on Jennifer Lopez, but still goes on to tell this story. Are you just doing that so people will talk about it like we are and actually listen to Citizen McCain? Nope. No, thank you. Not interested. Not interested. McCain also claimed that Lopez came after her podcast in April when she posted a TikTok declaring the singer is in her flop era. if J-Lo's in her flop era, what are you in, Meghan McCain? Because J-Lo just released a movie on Netflix. Look, I mean, yes, we know the live tour was canceled. We know the Vegas thing might be up in the air because of the album not selling well and the live tour not doing well. But she just released a movie on Netflix, and I'm sure she has other opportunities coming. You went from being on an Emmy Award-winning show to a podcast. And nothing wrong with a podcast, but everybody named Mama got a podcast. All right. So a representative for McCain told Entertainment Weekly, "We do not know how or why we received a violation notice. We pressed appeal and the video was reinstated a few hours." So she was accusing Jennifer Lopez possibly of getting her video flagged on TikTok. However, the way the algorithm on TikTok works, it could have been automatic. Okay, it could have been automatic. However, J-Lo, during all of this backlash, has been accused of doing this to other creators. So I'm not sure. But can we rewind back a little bit? Can we rewind back a little bit? When she mentions J-Lo's entourage being so massive, let me remind you about the Kelly Rowland story. So remember they said that Kelly Rowland, stomped out of the Today Show because she didn't get the dressing room that she wanted. Hoda then made comments about, well, Kelly, the next time you come, you can share my dressing room. Hoda. I looked at Hoda side-eye with that one. Because then you confirmed the rumors without really giving clarity to what went down. Jennifer Lopez was also there that day. And it now makes me think why Jennifer Lopez probably needed the larger room. The room that Kelly probably was promised within her contract for hosting the show. And they probably were like, J-Lo's entourage, J-Lo's J-Lo. And her entourage is really huge. So we need this room. So we have to give you the closet. You. And Kelly Rowland is not hearing it. You saw Kelly Rowland on the con red carpet. She's done with you guys playing in her face. She probably was mad at everybody named Mama that day. I wonder how many people. She even compared. She said Kim Kardashian doesn't have that many people as an entourage. What does Kim Kardashian do? Like, anyways, that's a whole other thing. And the president. How many? I've seen the president's entourage. Multiple presidents, including 45. Is it 45? Yeah, it was 45. I've seen their and that's a massive entourage. That's a lot of security. That's a lot of people. How many people is J-Lo bringing to these places? Look, these rumors about J-Lo being a diva have gone on for years. I didn't necessarily believe them 100%, but Meghan McCain's confirming. What in the? So now I'm more focused on the entourage portion of this story than I am about anything Meghan McCain is saying, because I'm more like, oh, so is that why Kelly Rowland didn't get her room? You too. Come on. I love me some Kelly Rowland. When we get our talk show, when we get our talk show, who should be our first? Maybe not the first guest. But that week, the premiere week, look. Come on. Kelly Rowland, Kelly Everett, Calendria Rowland, Witherspoon. Maybe when she's premiering her role as Donna Summer. Yes. Y'all, maybe we should do more evening lives. My voice is so hoarse right now, though. All right, let me get to the other stories before I lose it, because I'm yelling, I'm screaming, I'm acting a fool. Look what you guys started. Okay? I'm here for it, though. All right. I have to give you an update on someone I really have grown up loving. I know my sister used to love her. I don't know. She might still love her. She might still love her too. But before we get to that, I just want to say this. Ciara, I don't watch Summer House, and I'm going to say this again. Ciara Miller and West Wilson, I think his name is. Who cares? I don't care about his name. So there was and I've seen this. Although I don't watch the show, I see what you guys say on platforms. So a lot of people were loving West this summer. They're like, oh my God, we love West, blah, blah, blah. Only for West to get turned on after watching this reunion. Basically, he was playing games with her heart. And she opens up, and I think maybe tonight. Is tonight the Summer House part 2 reunion or something like that? So she expresses like she's vulnerable in this moment. She's like, she still, has feelings for him. But I love me some Paige. Paige, oh, she gave me the energy that I needed, the read that I needed. She exposed Wes in the group chat that they have. Because as you know, the big story of Summer House this season, again, I don't watch, but I do know the big story is about Lindsay and Carl not getting married. Sidebar, is Kyle and what's her face breaking up too? Kyle goes to my gym. I haven't gone to that particular gym in the last couple of weeks, so I haven't seen him. But he goes to my gym. I haven't seen him since he cut off the mullet. That's how I knew it was him. I was like, oh, that's the guy from Summer House. He looked at me too. I was like, I don't recap your show, so why are you looking at me? I don't recap. Look, leave me alone. Samara says that Paige is queen. Shersa says we love Paige. Paige she's my spirit animal. I love her delivery. I've seen a couple of clips of Paige, and I'm like, I like her. I like her. She's dating that other guy, right, from Southern Charm? That's the show, right? That she's dating that guy? All right. But I just wanted to mention this because I see her get first of all, I know she was a nurse. She's now no longer a nurse. She's quit that job, and now she's here in New York as a model. I mean, as she should. She's gorgeous. She's also going to be on Traitors season 3. We talked about Traitors last week. Yeah, we told you guys the cast. This is the cast of Traitors, and you all said that Ciara is boring. Y'all said it. I don't know her to be boring, but I'm okay with her being boring. She might be great at this game. But now this channel, this TikTok, this Facebook, this Twitter and Twitch is a Ciara Miller stan page. Yeah, regular Robin's going to be there. Chanel Ion's going to be there. All of them going to be there. All right. Foxy says, I like Paige, but she can be mean. I can see that. I can definitely see the potential in her being mean. I can definitely see the potential of Paige being mean. But I liked her in that moment. Oh, I completely forgot where I was going. But look, see, the brain is working. So I know the season is mainly about Lindsay and Carl's breakup of their relationship. And they were talking about that in, they have a group chat. And, because everyone's been talking about the season, it's garnered a lot of ratings for the season. Who team are you guys on? Look, we don't pick teams on over here, but I'm confused. One week, I felt like everyone was like, Lindsay, Lindsay, Lindsay. And now they're seeing another side of Lindsay, and now everyone's turned on Lindsay. Who are you team? Look, who are you team if you had to pick? I don't know the context. I've seen so many different things in regards to their accusations against each other. I know that he's the one who broke off the wedding. I know that didn't they just go to Italy for that other guy's wedding? So they're going through their mess this season, and people are watching because of it. And West is in the group chat. Wes is in the group chat. We're having the most phenomenal season. We're having the best season ever. And Paige is like, you're saying this in the group chat, and we have our two friends here going through a lot. Oh, Jay says, I'm team Carl needs a job. But doesn't he have a job being on the show? I saw that conversation when she made a comment about that too. Oh man. Jasmine says, no, everybody was Team Carl, but now Team Lindsay. Carl lied big time on her. Is that how it worked? I don't know about that, Jasmine. I feel like I've seen a lot of people in favor of Carl in the last couple of weeks. Andrea got married. I saw him in person at BravoCon. He's okay. I mean, he's good looking, y'all, but all right. Rahina says, you guys are right. Paige can be mean, but I love her reads. I can see the potential. What's Paige's sign? Can someone tell me in the chat from Summer House? I like her. Look, I like her. And I like that she's defending her friend Ciara. And I saw that when Ciara was getting emotional, Kyle got emotional too. What was that about? Was that a preview? Is that coming on tonight? Maybe I need to watch at least the reunion, and we'll talk about it again on Tuesday Takeover or Thursday. You guys let me know. Replay crew, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to let us know your good news, and don't forget to let us know your thoughts on any of the hot topics that we're talking about. If you're new to Tuesday Takeover, because we're at a different time, Tuesday Takeover is where we cover a variety of reality TV news, but also pop culture news. It's very the essence of what you get here on our YouTube channel, if you're watching us on Facebook, on Twitch, Twitter, or behind the scenes here on TikTok. All right. So, as I mentioned to you before, I grew up loving this woman. I remember my sister used to love this woman as well. You saw her, her heart will go on. All right. But she broke the news that she was going through this health crisis and had this diagnosis that we've never heard before. I'm talking about the legendary, iconic Celine Dion. Celine Dion. Where's my Celine Dion photo? I know I have a Celine Dion photo here. If I don't, where is it? Oh, here it is. Celine Dion. So Celine Dion did a recent interview with Hoda. Just speaking of Hoda. So she did a recent interview, which came out today, but I wanted to talk about how she kept this secret in regards to her disease that she had, the hid stiff person syndrome battle that she had. Apparently, she's kept it from everyone for 17 years. So this was something that she's dealt with. It wasn't something recent that happened to her. So Radar Online writes this. It says, singer Celine Dion recently revealed that she hid her devastating battle with stiff person syndrome from her fans for 17 years. In a surprising development to come more than 2 years after Dion, 56, announced that she was diagnosed with stiff person syndrome in December of 2022, the My Heart Will Go On singer revealed that she first learned of the startling neurological disorder nearly 2 decades ago. Sidebar, did you know that My Heart Will Go On is basically a demo? I'm sure by now you've probably seen that clip where she talks about recording that song. She didn't want to record the song. Renee, who rests in peace, told her to record it. Just do a little thing, and she did it in one take. It's one take, My Heart Will Go On. James Cameron, the director of Titanic, didn't want a song. She didn't want to perform the song. She did it in one take. Sidebar, for years when she was doing her Vegas show. So this gives me more clarity that she's been hiding the issues of this syndrome. Sidebar, she describes in this interview how this syndrome, when she sings, sometimes it makes it's almost like she's being strangled. So a lot of people criticize Celine Dion over the years. You may not have even heard this, but I'm going to tell you the story and now make all you guys feel bad for criticizing Celine Dion. Because people were saying, oh, Celine Dion, she's lip singing at her Vegas shows and things like that. She's probably lip syncing because of the syndrome that she had. Because if she actually sang, she would have had to quit. A lot of people were criticizing her for lip singing in the last few years, and apparently this is why. I'm assuming. She doesn't say that that's why. She doesn't admit to lip syncing. So Dion shared the sudden revelation during a sit-down interview with Today host Hoda Kotb ahead of the interview's premiere, which premiered today. According to the beloved Think Twice singer, she decided to share her diagnosis with the world in December of 2022 because the burden was too much. She says, I could not do this anymore. Dion told Cotby during their sit-down. Lying for me, the burden was too much. Dion also explained how her late husband's battle with throat cancer also factored in her decision to hide her own battle with stiff person syndrome. Dion's husband, Rene Angelil, ultimately passed away from his battle with throat cancer in 2016. She said, "We did not know what was going on. I did not take the time. I should have stopped, took the time to figure it out. And like it wasn't enough," Dion added, "my husband as well is fighting for his own life." So she's experiencing some of these symptoms where she says, like, I just give you one example. Like, she talks about how it affects her body. Like, I'm like, how are you living with this? She says, "I had to raise my kids. I had to hide. I had to try to be a hero while feeling my body leaving me." She said, "I was holding on to my own dreams." She says, "Lying to the people who got me to where I am today." She added regarding her decision to share her diagnosis with the world in December of 2022, "I could not do it anymore." Meanwhile, Cotby also discussed Dion's stiff person syndrome revelation with her fellow Today co-host after a preview for the pair's upcoming interview aired this week. She had it for 17 years and she didn't know what was wrong, and she was worried. Her voice was gone, her body was failing her, she was tripping and falling. All these things were happening. So as Radar Online previously reported, the revelation that Dion battled stiff person syndrome for nearly 2 decades before she shared her diagnosis with the world came just days after the singer also opened up about how the neurological disorder affects her voice. Dion explained that her battle with stiff person syndrome made it feel like somebody is strangling you every time she attempts to perform. "It's like somebody is strangling you," Dion told Cotby during another interview preview last week. "It's like somebody's pushing your larynx and pharynx. It's like you are talking. It's like you're talking like that," she continued while applying pressure to her vocal cords, "and you cannot go higher or lower. Celine Dion, first of all, thank you so much for sharing your story and sharing your gift with us for as long as you have. As you know, we've seen a little bit more of Celine Dion because she's opening up about this syndrome, but she also has this documentary coming out as well. And I'm looking forward to watching that. Legendary. And I'm sorry to hear about this. And hopefully we'll get an update in regards to what she's doing in regards to battling this new battle that she has. And only for her to have this burden of not sharing with the world, like, this is what I'm going through. All right. Sidebar, did you guys see Nicki Minaj and the video that she posted? Is Nicki Minaj okay? Nicki Minaj posted on social media, single. What you mean single? Did you break up with that man? I think the Barbs would be happy if she did. And then she gave love to the mamas out there. She talked about how the moment that she given birth, and then she was like, shout out to all the mamas. But I was a little concerned. Anyone else? I was like, Nicki, you good, girl? All right. Speaking of, are you good? Megan Thee Stallion was at her, she's had this sold out tour this summer, Hot Girl Summer Tour. And she got really emotional while being on stage as well. You good too? Is everyone good? Is there a full moon coming? Everyone's getting emotional. Don't get me started. I'll get emotional with you. All right. We got a couple more stories. Before we get into those stories, though, Ray J, you good? Did you guys see that Breakfast Club interview? I know we've been talking about the Hollywood Unlocked interview, the Club Shay Shay interview. I am concerned for Ray J. First of all, I didn't realize that Ray J and Brandy had a falling out. And if you known their relationship, and I mean, look, I know people that know these people. Like, that's a real relationship. Like, they love each other down. They're not talking. They're not in a good space. He confirmed that in the Club Shay Shay interview, and then he talked about it again on The Breakfast Club. But I was concerned. Here's the thing. I made a decision a long time ago because I did an interview with someone. I won't mention their name. I did an interview with someone, and after doing the interview, I realized that this person wasn't mentally well based off of the interview. And I learned then, I was just like, I will never again interview someone that I know is not, mind you, I didn't know in that moment, but I would not interview someone that was in Ray J's headspace. He did not sound well. He did not look well. And look, we've seen Ray J be a mess before, but this just feels a little different lately. And for Brandy not to be in contact with him, and she was, of course, very upset with him talking about Monica and Brandy doing a tour. Sidebar, you saw we talked about this a few days ago. I don't remember when I did a TikTok or something like this about Brandy and Monica being in Ariana Grande's "The Boy Is Mine" video, which is really cute video with the actor Paige Badgley from You on Netflix and Gossip Girl. I love him. I love him. So we see them in that music video. Monica was not happy with the things that Ray J said about this joint tour. He's saying that he wants a joint tour. We all want a joint tour, but some of the things that he said in the interview were a little like shady towards Monica. So I'm not surprised that Monica was upset. So, apparently him and Brandy are not in a good space, but he's not in a good space. And I wonder if that has more to do with what's going on with Ray J. Yes, Ray J sold Raycon. Now he's doing his own Zeus-like network. He talked about that in the Breakfast Club interview as well. He just seemed unwell, and I was surprised that they even kept on going on with that interview. They even gave him Donkey of the Day while he was there. He said he wanted it, though. It was very uncomfortable to watch that interview. Because I was like, yes, Ray J's been a mess before, but it always felt like it was a calculated mess. This felt like he was just being a mess. Yes, Ray J end up says, in what way? Was he rambling? Yes, he was rambling. He wasn't making sense. Exactly. Tyree says, Ray J has several successful businesses that actually use his headphones, Raycons. Yeah. And he just recently sold the company for a lot of money. I don't know. I don't know what was. This was probably like the first. Like Ray J has been, a mess before. When I say a mess, but it always felt like, he was in control, and it didn't feel like he was in control. Anyways, I was just more shocked at the fact that he and Brandy weren't talking because they're so close. D says he was high, allegedly. I don't know what it was, but it was concerning. It was concerning. Speaking of concerning, we've been covering this Diddy situation for a while now, and now everybody and their mama and now their daddies are speaking out, including the late Kim Porter's father. So let me give you this update. We didn't do a separate video talking about this, but we're going to talk about this now. As you know, in the last couple of weeks, CNN dropped that shocking video of Diddy harming, we have to be very careful with our words on YouTube, Cassie at the now closed Intercontinental Hotel back from like 2016. So a lot of people have come out and spoke about this. Christopher Wallace, aka the Notorious B.I.G.'s mother, Violetta Wallace, spoke out about this. She says that she was just shocked, and she said what did she say? I can't remember her exact quote. I don't want to misquote her, but basically she was ashamed watching that video of him. So now Kim Porter, the late Kim Porter's father, Jake Porter, has come forward to condemn the actions of Sean Diddy Combs after security footage from 2016 surfaced showing the rapper abusing his then-girlfriend Cassandra Cassie Ventura. In an interview with Rolling Stone, Jake, the father of the late model, voiced his shock at the footage. He told the outlet, "You can say I was disgusted with the video, and I wouldn't treat my enemy like that. It was despicable. I couldn't believe it. I was in Vietnam and I wouldn't do that to my enemy." Jake also mentioned that although he never witnessed a music mogul physically harming his late daughter, the video made him question things. Kim was in an on and off relationship with Diddy from 1994 to 2007, and they shared 3 children together. Expressing his newfound perspective on Diddy, Jake told the outlet, "I didn't know he could stoop that low. I imagined it surprised a lot of people. I wouldn't even do a dog like that. My heart goes out to Cassie." Additionally, Jake shared insights into Kim's relationship with the rapper, indicating that she loved him but struggled to cohabitate with him. "I think he was a very jealous person," Jake explained. "They both loved each other. Kim's love was legitimate. Puffy's love, I don't know what he calls love. You know what I mean? I really don't think he has any idea what love is." Following the surface security footage, Diddy, as you know, issued an apology on Instagram expressing disgust of his actions. The disgraced rapper said, "It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest time of your life, but sometimes you got to do that. I was effed up. I mean, I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses." Sounds like an excuse. Anyone else? Yeah. He says, "My behavior in that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video." He continued, I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went out and sought professional help. I had to go into therapy. I had to go into rehab. I had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry." He ended the video by saying, "I'm committed to being a better man, and you should every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry." After Diddy footage surfaced, Howard University, as you know, we just did another video on this, revoked the rapper's honorary degree shortly after. The university released a statement on its website that its board of trustees voted unanimously today to accept the return by Mr. Sean Combs of the honorary degree conferred upon him in 2014. In 2016, he gave $1 million to Howard University, and then in 2023, he promised to give he pledged another $1 million. Some people were confused, so it was like $2 million they were supposed to get from Diddy. However, he never fulfilled the second one just yet. This decision, the school wrote, revokes all honors and privileges associated with the degree. Here's the thing. In regards to the late Kim Porter, and I know there's rumors in regards to possibilities or of allegations that Diddy may have had something to do with Kim Porter's passing. I don't know about that, but there are also stories about people alleging that, yeah, Diddy, what he did to Cassie, he also did to Kim Porter. Based off of the recent Rolling Stone expose where they talk about his abusive behavior stemming back to the 90s, it's not going to shock me. I didn't watch that Cassie video and think to myself, this is an isolated incident. This cannot be an isolated incident. Do I think that this behavior really, that he went to therapy and got help and sought rehab? No, no, and no. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I believe that he's been doing this since the 90s, and with the more power that he got, he just got worse. There are stories where people that were around Diddy and Kim Porter back in the day when they were in a relationship that have recalled physical incidents where Diddy was harming Kim Porter. Allegedly. So, I don't know. The father didn't have maybe the solid proof. I don't know the father's relationship with Kim Porter. I don't know how close they were. I don't know how often he saw her. But that doesn't stop abusers from abusing. Exactly. Philly John says, Misa Hilton posted talking about Cassie, showing solidarity to Cassie, and said watching that video triggered her own trauma. She didn't say Diddy specifically, but there have been allegations that Misa Hilton also had been abused by Diddy. Every week it feels like there's another update in regards to this Diddy situation, but I just remind you that Diddy is still not in prison. Diddy still has not been charged. However, there was a report that the feds are working to get a grand jury indictment. It feels like it was a long time ago. But as you know, Diddy's home was raided several weeks ago at this point. His home in New York, his home in Miami, and his home in Los Angeles were raided and things were taken. That is your Diddy update. Diddy did it. Anyways, moving on. Moving on to the next story. What else did I want to talk about today? All right. Oh, man, I think I covered everything. I'm going to rest my voice because I talked about a lot. I talked about a lot today, but there's one last story. A happy ending. Okay, not that kind. Come to the KEMPIRE After Dark show here in New York City on June 21st. It's next week. So if you haven't gotten your tickets, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? I will announce here though, and you can spread the word for those that are in New York or you know will be in New York. We might have some people from Summer House Martha's Vineyard coming. We might give you the reunion that you've been wanting for. Stay tuned for more details, but go get your tickets. If you're in New York City or will be in New York City, if you live in the tri-state area, this is your opportunity to see us live because I don't know the next time that I will be live. All right? All right. Go get your tickets. More information on the KEMPIRE After Dark live show will be available in the description. All right. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. We have Nashville coming up. We have Atlanta coming up, Seattle, all of that. All right. Thank you so much. Yes, I am going to drink some tea. Thank you, Patricia, because you can hear it in my voice. All right. All right. All right. Was there anything else that I had? Oh, wait. The good news. Besides possibly some of the folks from Summer House Martha's Vineyard coming to the KEMPIRE After Dark live show. All right. All right. We are going to say, wait, what's happening over at Real Housewives of Potomac? Did you guys see this clip of these two? Okay. Pause. So, in this video, you can see Wendy at her 40th birthday celebration that's being filmed for Real Housewives of Potomac go up to Gizelle and hug her. And as you can see, for those that are watching this on YouTube and Facebook and Twitch and Twitter, you can see that Wendy is taking a photo with Gizelle in current. And a lot of people were saying, well, Gizelle knew what she had to do to keep her job. Remember, there were rumors that Gizelle was being iced out. People really weren't, messing with her. As you know, regular Robin is no longer on the show. She's over there on Traitors for a hot second, probably getting kicked off the first week. I don't know. All right. So people are saying that Giselle's only doing this. She doesn't really like Dr. Wendy, just so she can secure her job, just so she doesn't feel alienated. But on the other side, people recall that Dr. Wendy and Gizelle, in the first time, when the first season that she was there, they actually had a friendship. They actually did like each other. They're actually sorority sisters. Ivy says, I guess hell froze over. You also see some footage from Dr. Wendy's party where they're doing their sorority dance and things like that. I didn't see Gizelle doing it. I would be surprised. My thing is, like, Gizelle, this is your sorority. You know the dance, so why wouldn't you be doing it? I didn't see Gizelle in that, but you never know. Maybe she did. So apparently a lot of her sorority sisters, Wendy's sorority sisters, were at her 40th birthday party. And the birthday party looks fabulous. It looks like you're going to get the fabulosity that you want on Potomac. All right? Jessica says, I think she likes Wendy. Well, based off the video footage, come on. They're hugging. They're laughing. Okay. All right. Maybe. We shall see. We shall see. What do you guys believe? If you're part of the replay crew, be sure to let us know your thoughts on any of the conversation that we had from the reality shows, 90 Day Fiancé, Love Island UK. Shout out to the UK if you're watching. And let me know your thoughts on any of the hot topics that we talked about on our Tuesday takeover. At a special time, we will return to 12:30 p.m., 9:30 a.m. PST next week. I will see you guys on Thursday. I will see you on Thursday for our Thirsty Thursday, but I will also see you for our Real Housewives of Dubai recap. So stay tuned for that. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you all for being here. Thank you to our King's Guards. Thank you to our channel members. Thank you to our subscribers. And shout out to our replay crew as well. Thank you to everyone watching on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, behind the scenes here on TikTok. I need to go get some dinner. I haven't eaten. Look, I barely ate today, y'all. Look, hold on. All right. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, I know, you was right and I was wrong. Yeah, I know, you was right and I was wrong. I need to learn to put my pride in my pocket, ay. Yeah, I know, you was right and I admit it, that trade can be toxic, ay. Yeah, I know, you was right. I'm just so stubborn at times, stubborn at times, stubborn at times. I know, you was right. I'm just so stubborn at times, stubborn at times, stubborn at times. I know, you was right and I was wrong. Girl, I hate to see you cry, but that happens every single time we fight. Look, I'm far from a perfect guy, and I do anything to try to make it right. But you, baby, look, I know sometimes I act like I'm unbothered if I end up losing you, babe. You make me better, but we have this forever. I promise I will change. I need to learn to put my pride in my pocket, ay. Yeah, I know, you was right. I admit it, that trade can be toxic, ay. Yeah, I know, you was right. I'm just so stubborn at times, stubborn at times, stubborn at times. I know, you was right. I'm just so stubborn at times, stubborn at times, stubborn at times. I know, you was right. The energy ain't been the same, but if we work on it, we surely can regain. Look, I went and booked a private plane, a little vacation in Barcelona, Spain. What you say? Spend some time just you and me to rekindle a special little thing. Ay, I know we always wanna agree, can't always have it my way, but I don't want you to leave. Please stay. I need to learn to put my pride in my pocket, ay. Yeah, I know, you was right. I admit it, that trade can be toxic, ay. Yeah, I know, you was right. I'm just so stubborn at times, stubborn at times, stubborn at times. I know, you was right. I'm just so stubborn at times, stubborn at times, stubborn at times. I know, you was right. I need to learn to put my pride in my pocket, ay. Yeah, I know, you was right. I admit it, that trade can be toxic, ay. Yeah, I know, you was right. I'm just so stubborn at times, stubborn at times, stubborn at times. I know, you was right. I'm just so stubborn at times, stubborn at times,